Thank you for joining the Royal Buzz, your go-to podcast that's buzzworthy on pageantry, advocacy, and positivity. Where Hive meets hype, listen to the magic one story at a time. Today's episode, we promise you'll leave feeling seen, strengthened, and reminded that your story isn't random, it's royal. It will remind you that you were never too much. You were always meant to be seen. Your pain didn't disqualify you. It positioned you. This episode explains why. If you've ever been told you're too much, if you've ever carried a crown and a calling, if you've ever turned pain into purpose and purpose into impact, this episode is for you. Welcome to the Royal Buzz podcast, where we amplify voices, build legacies, and remind you that your story matters. I'm your host, Trena Myers, also known as the Zebra Queen, the Queen Bee of Creative Marketing Agency and CEO of Rare Wish. And today, I'm pulling back the curtain and sharing my story. So, why the Zebra Queen? I get this asked all the time. In the medical world, there's a saying, when you hear hoofbeats, think horses, not zebras. But here's the truth. Rare diseases are the zebras. And when you or someone you love is the zebra, you learn very quickly what it means to fight for visibility, answers, and hope. That's where my journey truly began. I didn't choose the zebra life. The zebra life chose me. And instead of shrinking, I decided to stand out because zebras are rare, zebras are resilient, and zebras are unforgettable. That's how Rare Wish was born, a nonprofit dedicated to granting wishes, providing resources, and reminding rare disease families that they are seen, valued, and never alone. But purpose doesn't stop at pain. It evolves into strategy. I realized something powerful. If I could market businesses, I could market missions. If I could build brands, I could build movements. That's when Creative Marketing Agency came to life. Not just another marketing agency, but a purpose-driven, strategy-first, visibility-building powerhouse. As a queen bee of creative, my role is simple. Lead with clarity, build with intention, and create buzz that converts into impact. Because marketing isn't about noise, it's about connection. And connection is what changes lives. People often ask me, how does pageantry fit into all of this? And my answer is always the same. The crown didn't change me, it amplified me. As Miss Elite United USA, I wear my title as a megaphone, not a pedestal. Pageantry gave me a platform. Purpose gave it power. I don't compete for applause. I compete for impact. I don't wear a crown for validation. I wear it for visibility. Because when a queen speaks, people listen. Let me speak directly to you for a moment. If you ever felt too loud, too passionate, too driven, or too different, here's the reframe. You're not too much. You're just not in the right room yet. Your story isn't random. Your calling isn't accidental. And your voice was never meant to be silent. That's why the Royal Buzz podcast exists. to spotlight legacy makers, purpose-driven leaders, entrepreneurs with impact, advocates changing the world. Because when the right stories are told, the right people rise. And if this episode resonates with you, it's not a coincidence, it's alignment. Here's how you can continue this journey with me. Subscribe to the Royal Buzz podcast. Leave a review because it only helps amplify this mission. Visit rarewish.org to support the nonprofit. And follow Creative Marketing Agency for Strategy with Soul. And remember this, you don't need permission to lead. You don't need approval to stand out. You were born to make a buzz. And until next time, stay bold, stay visible, stay royal. I'm Trena Myers, and this is the Royal Buzz Podcast. I hope that you have felt inspired and learned a lot about my inspiration behind the legacies that I lead. Today's episode shows you that your story matters, your voice carries weight, and your legacy is already unfolding. If anything resonated with you and you'd like to continue this conversation or to be a guest on the show, go to my website at creativehq.com, where you can sign up for our newsletter for upcoming events and apply to be a guest on the show. And thanks again for tuning in to the Royal Buzz, where you will discover inspiring stories, empowering discussions, and a whole lot of positivity.